Make the ground shake.
Yo, what is going on, guys? We got another prediction video here for you today. A little bit out of schedule, usually do them weekly. We're doing this in just a couple of days after the right wing prediction video. If you haven't checked that out, go ahead and see it. But the reason we're doing it today is because we're doing a revamped top 10 goalie. We had an old goalie one that was using NHL highlights and stuff, but it's really not viewable on YouTube anymore because, let's just say, the NHL didn't really appreciate me using their highlights of actual in-game footage in my video. So, you know, they're lost. Nonetheless, we're going to go to get started here. Don't forget to sub for future prediction videos. Already have other prediction videos too. If you haven't checked those out, go and check them out. We got like right wing, left wing, defense, center. Got a whole slew of them. Still got some more prediction videos to come up though, like I said. So don't forget to subscribe if you are interested in seeing stuff like that. As always, I'm always interested in comments. And guys, you think should be in the top 10, we can go ahead and always drop a comment below and we can discuss. And if you guys like the video, as always, give it a big thumbs up. So we'll go ahead here and get started with number 10 on the list. Number 10 being Corey Crawford. I already know what everybody's going to say. He's on a stacked team. All right, I get it. But you can't say that. The guy did have a .924 save percentage this year. Still had 2.37 goals against, so he was seeing shots. Don't get me wrong. The guy was still seeing shots on a stacked team this year. I get it. He was tied for first in the league in shutouts. He had 35 wins. Got to give the man some credit. He's going to get an 89 overall this year, I'm predicting. So we'll go ahead and see if that is what they believe he will get. Coming in at number 9 is Roberto Luongo. Got to give him some respect. Look at him with his .920 career save percentage there. But this year he went in 35 wins, 2.35 goals against average, and a .922 save percentage. At 37 years old, he played phenomenally for the Florida Panthers. Really helped push that team into the playoffs. And you have to give the man credit how great he did play this year. That's why we're going to give him indeed an 89 overall as well here, coming in at number 9. And coming in at number 8 is Ben Bishop. You want to talk about guys who did have good teams around him. You can't say Bishop did not have a good team around him. Guys like to say how great he is. I get it. Great goalie, but he's down this far on the list still because last year he wasn't that high on EA's list, so he's not going to get too huge of a bump, I don't think. But he was a Vezina Trophy. Well, he'll get a good bump, but he was a Vezina Trophy finalist in 2016. He had 35 wins, 2.06 goals against average, and a .926 save percentage, 6 shutouts. So he did play very, very well this year. Cannot take that away from him. That's why we're going to give him a 90 overall this year. It is an overall bump from last year from his overall indeed. So that's still one thing. But another guy who is not getting an overall bump this year is Pekka Rinne. It was a 92 last year. This year, he did not play well. Ever since 2014, he hasn't been playing well, quite honestly, at the end of 2014. And he's at 34 wins, 2.48 goals against average, and a .908 save percentage this year, which is not acceptable when you have guys like Jones, Josie, and Weber on your team for the majority of the season playing defense in front of you. He had a down year. Give him time to come back. He can bounce back, but we're going to bounce him down to number 7 overall on the list this year at a 90 overall. Coming in at number 6 is Tuukka Rask. Another guy, look at that career save percentage he has going on down there. Of course, it ain't the same at the end of the season, but because I went through a whole season. But again, 31 wins. He had a 2.56 goals against average this year. Not that great. .915 save percentage and 4 shutouts. So, you know, we are going to give him a downgrade in an overall. But at the same time, he has had a phenomenal career. Cannot take that away from him. 91 overall we're going to give him right here, as you can see. Like I said, he was a 92 last year. Coming in at number 5, Corey Schneider. Guys are going to be like questioning it because he's not got the name factor. 92 this year is what we're going to give him. Spoiler alert, it wasn't 90. But let's bring something out here real quick. He's the only guy on the list of top 10 goalies, think about this, that hasn't played with an elite goalie at some point in time in his career. I mean, the whole time he's been on the Devils, who's you going to call Adam Larson or Andy Greed an elite defenseman? Look at all the other guys that have played with, you know, Lundqvist, Quick, Holtby. All these guys have great defensemen around him. Schneider has it. He's a 92 overall, I believe. Coming in at number 4, though, is Lundqvist. And he, again, great season. 2.48 goals against average. Not the greatest goals against average thing, but, you know, you can always consider that a team stat, goalie stat. Everybody looks at it differently. He did still a .920 save percentage. 35 wins, 4 shutouts. And the reason I say the whole goals against average team sport thing, whatever, is because Lundqvist did lead the league in saves. So he was seeing a lot of shots back there with that 2.48 goals against. We're going to give him a 92 overall, as you can see right here. Coming in at number 3 is Johnny Quick. He was a Vezina Trophy finalist once again. back-to-back years, I do believe. He had 40 wins. That's best for second in the league. 2.22 goals against average and a .918 save percentage. Once again, he put together a great season for the Kings, which is why I do believe we see him stay up here in the top 3 in goalies among goaltenders for NHL 17. As you see here, we're going to give him a 93 overall, much like he had last season. Coming in at number 2, guy getting an overall bump, obviously, and that's Braden Holtby. He's a Vezina Trophy finalist, probably the lead runner in winning the Vezina Trophy, let's be honest. He has a 2.20 goals against average, that's best for 5th, hit a .922 save percentage, and an astounding 48 wins. So we're going to give him a 93 overall as well, and put him at number 2, just shy of number 1, of course, because number 1 is Carey Price. He didn't play a lot this year. He had 10 wins, 2 losses. So, you know, when he was on the team or was on the ice, he was definitely helping Montreal. If you know how they finished the season, he was definitely a big team killer when he left. He had a .934 save percentage, 206 goals against average in that time that he did play for Montreal this year. Former Hart Trophy winner. The guy is just a phenomenal goalie. He had a 94 overall last year. We're going to keep him at 94 this year. I can't see EA downgrading a guy playing that great this year, even though he was injured for most of the season. Can't really penalize a guy for playing that great. So that gives it up for my top 10 list, guys. As always, I love to hear what you say or what you guys have to say. Drop a comment below. Drop a like if you like the video. As always, you know, who you think should be in your top 10, who should have been bumped from my top 10 that you think should have made it. We can discuss down below. As always, I hope you like the video, guys, and thanks for watching.